FIFA 23. I spoke ill upon this game in the last trailer that we watched. I don't even know what I watched, but this time we're watching the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Deep Dive trailer. I need to see what they promote. Here we go. I don't want to see grass mechanics. I want to see some stuff. Ross, thank you for the bits. Like, I know there's a new chem style. I don't really understand it yet. Let's see.
Hello everyone, we're here with our Ultimate Team producers to give a special presentation on what's new to FUT in FIFA 23. All right.
I'm so sure, right? That shot of a striker coming over here and hitting that volley. I'm sure that's been like every single FIFA that's been used.
Derek, we are here
with
with Richard and Aslan from the development team to talk about everything new in Ultimate Team. So Aslan, let's start with you. What are you most excited about in FIFA Ultimate Team this year?
You know, there's no question.
You want to know a fun fact?
FUT
It's probably a bit personal. Chewboy is the reason why I stopped masturbating for a little while. He did it for a while and said he felt a lot of benefits, so I decided to do it myself. And yeah. I thought that'd be a bit weird, but you know what? That is a fun story for you. Yeah. Did I feel better? I actually did. I actually did feel better. How long did I do it for? About 70 days? 60 days? Something like that. Yeah. Anyways, didn't need to know that.
Moments. It's our brand new mode. It's going to give players a new way to play, a new way to earn rewards, and it's totally different from anything we've done before. It's going to be single player, fast, fun, bite-sized scenarios with a ton of variety and unique challenges.
Okay, so like, what is this? So get into position and tackle an opposing player, blah, 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 complete one standing, one slide. So I wonder what the rewards are. Basically squad battles. Yeah, I feel like this is better than squad battles. This is okay, it tells you later.
Bite size, so that means that we can play certain scenarios within a match, like the 75th minute.
You got it. So it's going to be short gameplay sessions. It could be scoring a free kick. It could be completing a comeback when you're 2-0 down with only 10 minutes to go. But we'll also have crazier ones, things like scoring a goal with your keeper without completing a single pass, without losing possession. We can do all kinds of fun stuff.
That was on like less than amateur. Look at this defense. They lose the ball. Watch this defender.
Down with only 10 minutes to go.
Lose the ball.
But we'll also have crazier ones, things like scoring a goal with your keeper.
This defender, he ain't even running.
Pass, without losing possession. We can do all kinds of fun stuff that is just really different from our other modes.
Does that mean that we can recreate matches and scenarios that we've seen in real life?
That's quite cool, actually.
We're going to have a mix, right? So some moments will be inspired by real life.
I like that. I like that.
That goal from Son with a finesse shot from outside the box. But we'll also have more unique and creative ones that really just are very distinct and different from how you play in other modes in FUT. So there's going to be a lot of variety and a lot.
What? Air hockey. Take a shot on target from your opponent's right side. Take a shot on target from your opponent's left side.
FUT. So there's going to be a lot of variety.
I like that though. I like this.
Play in moments.
Now, what exactly do you get when you complete a moment?
Yeah, so
here we go.
When you're completing moments, I think the most important thing is that you get to set your own difficulty level.
Okay, so you get a balance.
Based off your difficulty level, we're going to give you stars as a reward. So stars are a brand new reward type to Ultimate Team this year. So you're going to be able to redeem them in the Moments Reward Gallery. You're going to always have new rewards for you to be looking out for and exchanging your stars for. But your stars will never go away. So it's up to you if you want to spend them as you earn them or if you want to save them up for something special.
So is it...
That's not bad, I actually enjoy that.
Yeah, so there's going to be a mix of that's going to be available right from launch. And then we're also going to have some seasonal content that's going to come and go. Some might be up for a few days. Some might be up.
This is like the only thing I've seen that I'm actually like, this is a sick idea. And it makes playing against the computer not shit. Normally, squad battles are the worst thing in the game. The fact you have to get like tokens for doing a squad battle is the worst thing in the game. Worst thing they could do ever.
For a month.
Now, this is really interesting because some people might come home, play FIFA, but they don't have enough time to play a full match. So this is like, yeah, like you said, bite-sized.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts.
Squad battles are 3-min halves.
I have a few minutes free. Now I can jump into Ultimate Team and I can make progress. I can practice my free kicks, I can practice dribbling, or I can just try out a scenario and see how that goes.
So what I'm really excited about are the new changes I've been hearing to Chem.
All right, let's
Can you
see
tell
this.
me
I
more
need to
about
know how
that?
this works.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest changes.
Okay, so there's no lines.
23, we're totally overhauling chemistry, and you'll have more variety than ever in how you build your squad. So we focused on making it more authentic with how we're doing positioning, more intuitive with how your players are going to link on the pitch, and really just enabling a lot more experimentation and variety when it comes to building your squad.
Now, one thing I
So you can only
noticed
get
about the screen
33
is that
chem.
there are no
Oh.
chem lines.
So these little dots, you probably can't see them because it'll be too small. That is their chem. They're out of 3. So like Vinny's on 3 chem. So I think you get that just by having 2 players in their league or nationality. What did the lines used to be like, these 2 play in the same league. So they'll have an orange line, which would be like mid chem. But then if they, is it that? Wait. These 2 would have an orange link as well. Each dot is probably a different color in line talk. Yeah. It shows so it's this. Oh, so if you have, for example, if you have like 3 English players, it gives them a dot. So if you have 3 English players, it'll give the English players a dot. If you have like, I don't know. That's confusing.
There are no chem lines.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's right. So
They don't have to be
positional
next to
links
each
are
other.
gone.
I know that.
Players can now
Like,
link
your-
across the entire pitch.
your striker
Your
and
left back
keeper
your right
can
back
link.
are linked. Your goalkeeper and your striker. If we look at Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, this is an iconic duo.
Wait, let me just see that 1 second. Sorry. Trying to understand this. So the Premier League, so Premier League, wherever that is. No. Man City. Man City doesn't have any. Wait, what? Premier League's here. Why does it say 2? What is this? Why don't they just do chem? Chem should literally just be, you buy a player, they're on 2 chem if they're in the right position. They play 5 games, they go up to 3 or 4 chem. Then if they, they play 20 games, they go up to 6, 7 chem. They play 50 games for you, they're on 9 chem. Something like that. Because then it is literally building an ultimate team. Like, all you have to do is you should make it so that your chem is literally based on you playing. I can't buy Ronaldo tomorrow and he's instantly on 10 chem. He needs to work with the players. So if he plays with these, it will be too easy to get 200 chem. What do you mean? Then there's no challenge in building the squad other than money? True, but you could still... No, I like that though. Imagine having to play 50 games at the end of the game. Yeah, but then not everyone would have that much chem, which I like. Like, I don't like the idea that someone tomorrow, if they want... Like, if I want to, right? First day, you can create any team you want. That is an ultimate team. I don't get how you can't understand that this is ultimate team, right? Chem ruins the originality of a team. Everyone has the same team because of chem. Exactly. People still go for the same teams regardless of if there is chem or if there isn't. If there is chem, everyone will choose the one that has this, like, full chem. It doesn't matter. If there isn't, then they'll just choose the best players anyway. Meta would be the same and very boring. There still is the same meta because you still have to have full chem.
If we look at Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, this is an iconic duo, a real threat in the Premier League. In 23, they can now build chemistry towards each other. And the same thing works when you're building hybrid squads. You'll be able to link up your striker, let's say Mbappe, with your defenders from PSG or France or Ligue 1. So there's a lot more options now when it comes to building.
I mean, this is
interesting
better
squads
than the
with more
last one, I
variety,
think.
instead of having to rely on neighboring leagues.
Yeah, there's no way Harry plays
So I'm
this.
noticing that every player has 3 diamonds on them. Does that represent the chemistry?
Yeah, so players can now have between 0 and 3 chemistry. 0 being the minimum and 3 being
There's
the
no
maximum.
way Harry plays
So one thing I
this.
also see on this screen is the left panel. Does that help you figure out how much chem you're getting for each player?
Yeah, so this will be your reference point for how you build chemistry. Each nation, each club, each league in your squad will be represented in this left panel, and you'll build chemistry towards the thresholds for each of these. As you add players, you'll start working towards these thresholds and unlock chemistry for that nation, league, or club.
So are there any changes to positioning?
The first big change is that most players will have a secondary position. And the secondary
so
position...
he'll do pack openings for team of the season, team of the year, for sure. But that's it. Yeah, so all Premier League players are on 3 because there's so many of them. There's 4 plus 2, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? So why is there 2 there? I don't get that. Or is that saying that that's 2 chem worth? I don't know.
That nation, league, or club.
So are there any changes to positioning?
The first big change is that most players will have a secondary position. And the secondary position is based off of where they play in the real world.
So let's take João Cancelo, for example. Sometimes he plays at left back for Man City, and then other weekends he plays at right back. So you'll have a secondary position.
So I think that's the perfect example. For the first time, you can now position change from the left side to the right side of the pitch, or vice versa. That means Cancelo could switch from being a right back to being a left back in your squad.
For everyone,
And it's also
or
a really cool
only
way that
their
you can
other...
differentiate unique players. So Cancelo, based on what he does in real life...
Is that for
City,
everyone?
can have a
Or is that
in-game
just
as
people
well.
that actually
So can
do play
players
the
have
other one?
more than one alternate position?
Yeah, so players can have up to 3 secondary positions, and most will
So,
have
like,
at
for
least one.
example, yeah, so he's a right... So you can't change them to any other position. So you can't make Mbappe a centre mid. I don't think so. I like that. That is good. I like that. Because I hated seeing the fact that people had, like, 6 strikers on the pitch, but they just put them... You can, but you can't shift them easily. No, because people don't have to move strikers to come... It's across the pitch. True, but I hated
If a
seeing
player
that.
is out of position, they will always have 0 chemistry. And at 0 chemistry, there are no more negative attributes. They're still going to play at least as good as their base stats. So already you've got a lot more options for trying out players without having to rework your
Thank you for
entire
the prime.
squad.
So now let's talk about icons and heroes. How do they help with the chemistry of the team?
Oh, here
So
we go.
icons and heroes always give a unique benefit to your team, and that's not changing with 23. Icons and heroes, as long as they're in the right position, will always be at full chemistry. On top of that,
Mad.
icons will count as 2 players towards their nation, and heroes will count as 2 players towards their league. If you play an icon or hero out of position, they're going to be at 0 chemistry. Now remember, at 0 chem, players won't have negative attributes, so they're always going to play at least as good as their base stats. So you
Didn't he
can
just
try
say that?
out icons and heroes out of position if you just want to see what they play like in that squad.
He just said the
So
same thing.
everybody's been talking about crossplay, and it's gonna affect FIFA Ultimate Team.
So what that means for us is that we're adding crossplay to all of our 1 versus 1 modes. So if you're playing on the same generation of consoles as someone, you're going to be able to match up with them. So that means our PlayStation and our Xbox users are finally going
That's
to get
cool.
to battle head to head. What that also means is that we're introducing crossplay to our friendlies modes as well. So if you have friends and you want a bit of a friendly competition from platform to platform, you're
Finally.
going to be able to do that now.
And what does that
Finally.
mean for the transfer market?
We have one global transfer market for most players. So if you're a FUT trader, you should pay attention to this because it means there's going to be more content for you to play with and
Jocelyn,
more
thank you for the
people
sub.
who are going to be competing on the transfer market as well.
So in terms of draft, FUT champions, and rivals, will that be crossplay as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our 1 versus 1 head-to-head modes are going to
Prices
be
are going to be
crossplay.
fucked.
On top of that, we're also
What, as in,
adding
like, super
global
low?
leaderboards. So for the first time in Rivals,
Don't
you can look
care.
at the Elite Division and see
Rivals,
players from other
boring.
platforms to compete for that number 1
Gonna
spot.
be hella packs
but
now.
you can also
Oh, God.
toggle it to only look at your platform leaderboard as well.
So I'll be honest, one thing I
Shit, they
love
might run
doing
out.
is spending time customizing my stadium.
True,
Is
boy,
there
don't
anything
lie.
new
No
when
one
it comes
does.
to that?
Yeah, we're making upgrades across the board, Shu. So
No one
your
cares about
stadium's
that.
going to have a new roof for tier 1, 2, and 3.
Kilo, thank you for the
We've got
bits.
new animated pitch
No one
trophies that
cares.
look awesome. We've got new animated tifos as well.
No one
So how you
cares.
can customize and show off your stadium is going to look so much better in FIFA 23.
So it's a World Cup year. Is there anything coming for FUT?
We are going to have the World Cup in FUT this year, but I can't really say anything else, so stay tuned.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, hey, you can't get everything you want, but we did get a lot of great new details on FIFA Ultimate Team in
That's a
FIFA
big dub.
23. We heard about the
That was the
brand
exact
new
same as the
mode,
Mbappe
FUT
one. It
Moments,
might have been the Mbappe
a
one.
brand
but-
new chemistry system that's going to redefine the way we play Ultimate
You know
Team.
what? This video was
Crossplay
better, but
functionality, and of
I still
course,
feel like they need to
visual
introduce more.
customization that is going to make your stadium look incredible.
They still need
Aslan,
another...
Richard, it's been a pleasure.
They need like another game mode.
And back to you, Derek.
Cheers, everyone. Stuart and I will make sure we provide the perfect chemistry off the pitch all season long.
Okay. Hello, Bates. How you doing? Same game, not gonna lie. Yeah, it still feels the same. They've just changed chem styles. Admittedly, the changes they did in this were all good, but it's not enough, personally. That's just my opinion. We'll see, I guess.